Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. We would like to welcome all of you to our Eucharistic celebration this 32nd Sunday in Ordinary Time. In 2 weeks' time, it will be a new liturgical year for us, and again, we continue to praise and thank the Lord for gathering us always as a family. In a very special way, let us welcome in our midst not only our first-timers here at the Manila Cathedral, but if you can see, I have 3 companion priests, brother priests, here celebrating the Mass with us. We welcome the pilgrims from the mainland China, from the Radio Veritas Asia, and with them are Fathers Joseph, Francis, and Leo. Maligayang pagdating po. Mabuhay po. Welcome po to the Manila Cathedral. The setting of today's Gospel, the story of Jesus, happened in a treasury. At marahil po you might be thinking, where is this treasury? Ito po ba ay isang lugar na sasabihin natin it's a bank-like place, or is it somewhere near the temple? Actually, if you wish to try to see the very place of this treasury, the treasury was really part of the temple. Kaya po ang pinagdausan nitong pag-uusap at tagpo ni Jesus at ng kanyang mga alagad ay nangyari sa isang bahay dalanginan, marahil sa loob ng bahay dalanginan. And the treasury was a place where women can go as far as they can. Hanggang dun lang sila sa pinaglalagyan ng mga yaman na ito. Ang mga babae hanggang dun lang. But more than that, the treasury, being a treasury, is a place where you offer or place your offerings. Ang inyong mga yaman, ang inyong mga gustong ibigay para sa paglilingkod at sa dambana. But you know, my dear brothers and sisters, it was not only this time that Jesus, visited this place. Can you still remember one moment in the life of Jesus when He was at the temple? Ano pong pinagdiriwang natin kada ikadalawa ng Pebrero? The presentation of Jesus in the temple. Mary and Joseph brought Jesus their riches. Yung yaman nila, idinala at inialay nila sa Diyos. Yaman ni Jose at ni Maria, si Jesus, kaya inialay din niya ang batang ito sa Diyos sa templong iyon. And what would these things teach us, my dear brothers and sisters? That in every encounter, every journey here in the temple, every encounter with God is always us offering our richness to God. Not our pride, not our selfishness, not our arrogance, but our richness. Sa Tagalog, ito po yung hataw nito Iniaalay po natin sa Diyos ang ating yaman at hindi ang ating yabang. Paano po natin ito nasabi? Jesus saw how the crowd, the many rich people put in large sums. At kung babasahin po natin yung longer form ng mabuting balita, Jesus said of these words, "Beware of the scribes who like to go around in long robes, accepting greetings in marketplaces, seats of honor, places of honor at banquets." Kayabangan ho yung mga ganyan. Pagpapakita na ako, kaya ko to. I have the bragging rights to say that I am the richest person in this world. Kaya ko, may kaya ako. Kaya kayong mga mahihirap, sinasabi natin mga slap soil, mga hampas lupa, no? Wala kayong lugar dito. Ako ang may lugar dito dahil kaya kong magbigay ng yaman ko. But no, when we are in front of God, we don't give to Him our arrogance. We don't give to Him our pride. We don't give to Him our selfishness. We give to Him our richness. At yung yaman po natin, marahil hindi lang madaming blue bills, yellow bills, but even to the smallest of all, that we all know that we have worked hard for it. Binigay natin yung ating dugo, pawis, panahon para ialay ito sa Diyos. And this would not mean only monetary offerings, but our gift of self. Linggo ngayon, it is good just to lie down, do Netflix, chill all day, go to the mall, enjoy, recreate, have your me time, at ito tayo, nasa harapan ng Diyos na sinasabi, ito po, Panginoon, yung yaman na mayroon ako. Pinagpaguran, pinaghihirapan at pinagsakripisyohan ko po ito. Kasi ang hirap po sa atin, most especially in our Christian life, we wish always to brag our richness, our arrogance. Ako ang may pinakamalaking dinonate dito sa simbahan na ito. 3 blue bills ang ihuhulog ko mamaya sa koleksyon. Kaya galang-galangin niyo ako. Ako ang may-ari ng ganito, ng ganyan. But God would not want for us to offer our arrogance, our own selfishness, but the richness of our hearts. Ialay natin sa Diyos ang yaman ng ating pagkatao, ang yaman ng ating puso, at hindi yabang ng ating pagkatao. Some 6 years ago, we attended a diaconal ordination somewhere north sa Bontoc, Lagawe. Kung nakapunta po kayo sa Baguio, Bontoc, Lagawe is some 4 hours away pa from Baguio. Medyo mataas at malamig-lamig po doon. And you know, it was my first time to encounter an ordination mass where the offertory took for about 15-20 minutes. Ang haba po, no? Try po natin mamaya, no? Hindi ko alam kung mag-init pa ang mga pag-upo ninyo mamaya dyan, no? 15 to 20 minutes. Why? Because it was the first time that the community witnessed an ordination. And they offered not only the bread and the wine for the Mass, but their whole livelihood. May nag-aalaga ng manok, inialay manok. May nagbebenta ng mga pandesal, they offered the pandesal. May mga nag-harvest ng gulay, they offered the vegetables. Some were taking care of pigs, goats, inialay ang mga baboy at ang mga iba't ibang hayop sa misang ito. And I was looking at them and telling myself, hindi yabang tong mga taong ito, kundi inialay nila sa Diyos yung yaman ng kanilang pagod, ng kanilang trabaho, ng kanilang sarili at sinasabi, hindi man ito matutumbasan o masusustentuhan ang pagbayad sa anumang mga bagay, but these things, O Lord, will be my richness. Ito ang yaman ng aking puso at ito ang iaalay ko sa iyo. My dear brothers and sisters, we offer to God not our pride, not our arrogance, not our selfishness, but we offer to Him the richness of our hearts. Hindi yabang ng pagkatao, kundi yaman ng ating mga puso. That will always be the best offering. That will be the valuable offering. An offering out of quantity. An offering that can't be similar to any things that we can count on. But a priceless one. An offering we can always render to God.
Please stand.